So first off, we're gonna start off with a clean face, and for that I'm using micellar water with some cotton just to wipe off any product that you have on your face. You gotta start off with a clean face to have like a seamless makeup. Then first thing first, I go in with this face moisturizer for my face, which it acts as my base, as my primer for my makeup. And good thing about it is that it has like a sunscreen in it, and also leave my face matte since I have like an oily face. But if you have a different type of primer, you can use it for your base of the makeup. And for the brows, you're gonna brush them going upward first before going in with the eye pencil. And for me, what I like to do is I like to start on the outer corner of my eyebrow, then going in. But I usually don't feel it all through the inner part because I'm gonna use the brow brush to create a seamless look. Then on the under part of our eyebrow, we're gonna go in with a lighter shade of foundation or a lighter shade of concealer. But for me, I'm gonna be using like a lighter shade of foundation because my concealer is over. So, in order to achieve like a clean finish on your eyebrows, you're gonna have to have like a light hand, so that you don't mess things up. And don't choose a lot of products because with And for the upper part of the eyebrow, we're gonna be using our foundation shade because we want that seamless look and a clean finish. And remember guys, just relax your hands and let the brush do its thing. And since on the upper part of our eyebrow we're using like our foundation shade, we're gonna be dragging that foundation on the outer part of the forehead so that it can be easier for us to blend. Then for my eyeshadow base, I'm going to start off with this yellow corrector, and I'm going to be using it as the lightest concealer I have. And if you have like another shade of concealer which is lighter but not a yellow corrector, you can use that as well for your eyeshadow base. And you're just going to use like a fluffy brush that you use to blend out your eyebrows and blend that concealer out. And for my eyeshadow, I'm going in with a nude palette because I love nude colors on my eyes. I love nude colors. And for the eyeshadow, you're gonna start off with less products. Not even start off, you're gonna be using less products on your brush because you don't want to go in with like too much products at a first go, because it's gonna be hard to blend if you use like too much products at a first go. But if you use less products, it's gonna be easy to blend, add till you're satisfied. And don't drag the eyeshadow all the way to your eye bone. Leave the eye bone alone. Then we're gonna go in with our eyeliner, and let me tell you something, guys. Your eyeliner can tell when you're scared. Yeah, because when you're scared, that's when you start messing up, or when you start questioning if your eyeliner is gonna come out, well or perfect. That's when you start messing up. But when you just go in and do your thing, like no worried or no thinking, like it usually comes out perfect. Or I don't know if it's just me, or I don't know. Leave a comment below, tell me what you think about this. Then to clean out our eyeliner, I'm gonna go in with the lighter shade of concealer, which I'm also gonna be using under my eyes. But first, we're gonna go in with this light shade of concealer and clean out our eyeliner, straighten out our eyeliner. And for blending out the foundation, I'm gonna be using a damp beauty blender, not a wet, but like a damp beauty blender. And it's just gonna be damp tap tap. What am I saying? It's just gonna be tap 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 tap. Do not swipe or drag your foundation. Just tap 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 tap, and don't bring the foundation on your under eye, because that's where we're gonna be using like a lighter shade of concealer on our under eye to give us that bright under eye. So don't put any foundation on your under eye. Just tap 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 around your face. And then I like to go in with my blush stick before putting on the concealer, so that if I use too much blush, the concealer is gonna dissolve it. So you're just gonna apply the blush stick on your high points of your face. and you're gonna blend it out. And then to add on the concealer on my under eye, I like to go in the lightest shade of concealer, just just a little bit, to give it that bright under eye. Just a little bit, don't do too much or don't overdo it. Just go in with a little bit of the brightest shade of concealer that you have on your makeup. And after the setting spray is dried up or set, we're gonna be using this beauty blender and blend out the concealer, but we're gonna be using the smaller part of the beauty blender, and we're gonna be starting off with the outer part of the concealer, making our way through the inner part. So guys, this is the brush that I was using to blend the concealer on the eyebrows. So I'm using it to blend like the concealer on my under eye. Yeah. good and I haven't finished. Oh my god. So next thing next, guys, I know I haven't talked the whole of this video, but there's a first time for everything, right? And next thing next, I'm gonna use this compact powder before using the loose powder. So yeah, but before that, setting spray. Oh god, I think I'm gonna have to like transfer this setting spray on my other bottle because I feel like this is the spray of this setting spray is too big. Like it's removing like a lot of setting spray. I don't know if you get me, but yeah, I'll have to transfer that on my other setting spray because the other one is over. So yeah. Next, before using like the loose powder, I usually go in with my because another thing, guys, that I learned is when you put on your blush, then setting powder, if you put on too much blush, well, the setting powder is gonna dissolve it, which is great, you know. And I like to put on my blush all through my under eye, not like inside, but on the other side. You see this side and this side, can you see the difference? Yeah, but don't worry if the blush is too much because I know it's too much. That's why I put it first, and that's why I'm telling you guys you should start off with your blush before putting on like your the loose powder. Looks good. So far so good. Yeah, and when you're done with your blush, that's when you go in with your loose powder. Yeah, and I'm gonna be using these two loose powders for my under eye. Then after applying the loose powder, we're gonna go in with a little bit of compact powder, and the color that I'm using is Noir, and we're gonna be applying that on our forehead and our cheekbones. And for the under eye, we're gonna be using powder brush. And remember, for the under eye, we used two loose powder, the yellow one and the one that is closer to our skin tone. So you just combine the two, but the yellow one has to be more. You combine the two and apply it under your eye, and you'll be good to go. Don't use too much, just put in. And remember, for the loose powder, we placed it on the areas where we placed like our concealer, and a little bit on our cheekbones, even though we didn't put any concealer on our cheekbones, that just to define that cheekbone area, you know. Looks so good. I think I'm gonna add like a maroon under the eyeliner, just to give it that, you know, pop. You see that? I don't know if you guys can see, but it looks so good. And last thing last, before I apply my mascara on my lower lashes, I just go in with like last spray of setting spray. Yeah, because I don't want to apply my mascara on my lower lash, then you know it gets messy. So yeah.